Bitcoin has just lost the EMA 200 on the daily time frame for the first time since October 2023, and the crypto fear and greed index has now dropped to lows not seen since just after the FTX crash. So in this video I'm going to give an update. Has the bull run finished, and what should we be doing from here? Before I get into this, guys, I'd really appreciate if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll leave a link in the comments to this video, two links, one to our free Telegram group and also a link to our website where you can find out more information about us. So yeah, as mentioned, we've just recently lost the daily EMA 200, which is the yellow line here, and we can see this was actually been holding ever since October, sort of the 16th of October 2023. This is when we started to see the strong breakout from the range after the rumours of the ETF approval started to pick up, and yeah, we've been trading above that ever since. To be honest, we hadn't even retested this, so this is really the first retest of the daily EMA 200, and it failed. It fell straight through. So just in the short term, first area of interest to me is what happens on a retest of this. Do we reclaim it very quickly, which just means this could be deviation, or does this turn into resistance and push us much lower? This is obviously lined up with these range lows here on Bitcoin, which has been trading since February. The EMA 200 and the range lows lining up perfectly. So yeah, both of those have been lost there together. Now, if we go to the weekly chart, we can see this is actually an area that I've mentioned for a long time. During towards the end of February, we made a strong break up towards the all-time high, and we left behind this weekly order block here that was never retested, and we haven't quite touched it on this dump, but we can see near enough. This is where the reaction has come from. So this is kind of key over the next few weeks of, you know, what happens here. Does this form a local bottom here and push up, or do we start to trade below and accept under this level? What we're seeing now, in my opinion, is similar potentially to what we saw 2021 bull run. So what we had here, we had a new all-time high was formed, for those that are around to remember it. And then we sort of moved down. We actually saw a 58% move down from these highs down to these lows. Really strong retracement. At this time, it's because Elon Musk had mentioned that he's no longer supporting purchases of Tesla in Bitcoin. This caused a massive pullback. We had really awful conditions throughout sort of June and July 2021. This then bottomed out and we pushed up and did make a new all-time high, and this is really when alt season started. So for those who are wondering, you know, is alt season going to happen this time? We could be forming a similar thing here. We go to the total 2 chart and we can see exactly what I'm talking about. We bottomed out here sort of July time, and this is when the really strong move altcoins took over, and we saw huge gains across the altcoin market. So potentially something similar developing here. But this does mean obviously we could retrace lower before higher. So for me is key, this sort of 53,000, 52,000. Does it hold as a local bottom, or do we start to accept under that? If we do, the obvious area for me to look to retest would be around sort of 45,000, 44,000 level. Now this lines up something really interesting on the heat map here. For those that haven't seen this before, these just show areas of orders, so areas of liquidity in the order book, and we can see when we get these massive blocks, eventually the price does sort of come down to them. It acts like a magnet. We saw it here. Now just look, we've started to have a block of orders form here at $45,000 to $44,000. So there is a chance that we do get a push down to sweep all this liquidity, which would line up exactly where I just mentioned a retest of the old weekly resistance we saw throughout the end of 2023. Now for me, this is a golden opportunity. If we get this is probably prices we wasn't expecting to see before new highs, but this is you know, optimum opportunity for me. So as I mentioned, nothing to be Nothing to be scared of in my opinion. Of course, there's a lot of fear in the market now, but we've seen this before. And everything suggests that we still see new highs Q3, Q4, 2024. Hope you found this video useful, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you see the future being over the next few months, and I will see you on the next video.